As runners, we all challenge ourselves in ways we never thought possible, pushing the boundaries of what we're capable of to smash through targets and set ourselves new, bigger and better ones.
This awesome hobby that we share gives us one thing in common, and it brings us together as a community. Whether you're working towards completing your first parkrun or you're a veteran of the sport who's run 100 ultra marathons, we all know the feeling of reaching that maxed out effort and our own red line.
Welcome to our podcast, where your hosts Brett Elesmore and Andy Maguire discuss the struggles, the successes and everything in between on our running journeys, as we all work towards the next time we're running the red line. Hello and welcome to episode 98 of Running the Red Line. I am your host Brett, and I am joined as always by my co-host Andy, who is less than 2 weeks, actually a week and 3 days away.
Yeah.
So 10 days away from the big day.
Yeah.
How you feeling about it?
This time next week, I'll be smashing the paella and the tapas and everything in the name of carb loading. So
yeah.
I actually am feeling good. I tell you, I am. You forget, because it's been a while since I've done. Has it been a while since I've done a marathon? Did I do it in the autumn? I can't remember. Did Leeds? Did I do a marathon? No, this is technically it, isn't it? This is like my
You were going to do Valencia, weren't you? But you didn't and did this instead.
Yeah. So it's been a while since I've tapered for a marathon, and paranoia is well and truly kicking in. But I don't know what's paranoia. This is paranoia, because I don't know what's paranoia and what's not, because I swear to God, I am getting creaky. I feel, when you're running 100 mile a week, not that I ever have in my life, but when you're running your peak miles, yes, you feel a bit tired, but you feel fluid in your joints and your muscles. Yep. My muscles feel like they are just they're just so, like when I've been sat down working on the laptop today, and I got up to answer the door to Amazon, and I felt like I was about 100 years old. Honestly, it's like my body is not working as it should. It feels so odd.
Because like all your muscles are dried up elastic bands.
Basically, yeah. But I know that's exactly what I should be feeling, and that's good. But it's just a bit weird. And I tell you what was bad as well. Not bad, but I did that thing where, what everyone who's in a taper says ever, I feel all right, actually. At club night the other night, I was doing marathon pace reps, and then the last 2 reps were not marathon pace.
Yeah.
It was 3K pace reps. But I was just like, I literally physically, I don't know if this is ego or if this is just wanting to just run a bit faster like a greyhound out the traps. But I just couldn't physically I couldn't harness that excitement to run, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
We were doing K reps, and I'd done 6K reps at sort of marathon pace-ish. And the last 2, I was doing 4:28, 4:25 a K, something like that. And then for the last 2, the 7th I did 4:02. Then 8 I did 3:49 or 3:45 or so. And I was running thinking, why am I doing this? Every step I'm taking, I'm a step closer to injury. Slow down. No, I'll speed up, if anything. And I just couldn't physically do it. So that probably showed a bit of naivety in my approach to marathoning. But isn't that the hardest thing to do? To pull yourself pull yourself back and stop yourself.
Oh yeah. I was trying to run a little bit easier on Tuesday, on our session, and the session was reducing 15s. So we we had 30 seconds effort. So all the efforts were 30 seconds, but the recovery started at a minute and a half, so 90 seconds, and then 30 seconds effort, and then 75 seconds, 30 seconds effort, 60, 45, 30, 15, and then back round. And we did 4 sets of that. And I was trying to take it easy and not go too hard. And Dave, who had run Warwick on the weekend, he was just running through nice and steady. And I was at the back of the pack because I was trying to take it easier. And I ran past him on one of the reps and he went, "What are you doing taking it easy? You don't take it easy." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. I'm trying to be sensible. I'm trying as hard as I can." And then towards the end, the pace just creeped up. And I set out with the idea of doing in between threshold and 10k pace, and I ended up at like 5k pace at the end, and maybe faster. So yeah, it's so easily done. It's so easy to like overshoot efforts when you're trying to take it easy.
But I also think there's an argument as well for running fast during your taper. Hear me out. Mm-hmm. Because I think learning that turnover, your body learning it and remembering it, and it is not a bad thing at all, because it's good form, isn't it? Essentially, the faster you run, the better you form.
Yeah, sub 20 at Parkrun then tomorrow.
Sub 19. Let's do it. Let's try
it. No, it is important to keep that in touch with that form and stuff, but as long as you don't do too much in your taper. It's okay to go faster than marathon pace. There's nothing wrong with that, but as long as you don't do too much and overdo it.
Well, I've had I doubt they'll be listening to this, but I've had a few critics.
Of course you have.
A few people not too happy with one of my last workouts, which was 3x10k at marathon pace. Whether that was a foolish move or not, I don't know. But like I always say, and like you always say, I'm not a professional. I'm not a coach. Don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing what I think is the right thing to do. And I got to a point 3 weeks out from the marathon when I was thinking, right, I'm going to make this the biggest session of the block and perhaps that I've ever done. So in my head, I'm thinking, if I can't do 30k at marathon pace, I'm stuffed on marathon day, which I know is not true because you've got 3 weeks to taper and a lot of the time you can find race pace a lot harder. But that was what was going on in my head. I wanted a really good, hard session that would really, really test me. Now, a lot of people have been saying that only people that run sub 230 would think about trying that session. I had someone tell me that, someone else tell me that even Emile Caress won't run the volume that I've been running. Not the volume, the hours, because I've been running, I think I ran 12 or 11 hours that week. Said Emile Caress wouldn't run that distance. So I reckon I could be... Could I get on the podium for Seville if that's how I'm training? Could I be? Could I be the what is it? Could I get a world lead for the UK? You never know.
Yeah. So hang on. How many hours of running did you say you did?
Is it about 12 or 11 or 12 week?
12 hours.
13?
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I was just went onto my Strava to look back. So 2 weeks ago, when I ran just under 66 mile, I ran for 8 hours.
Really?
But on top of that, I also did an hour of elliptical, an hour on the bike, and then 10 minutes on the ski erg. So then, what's that make? Oh no, hang on. No, I didn't. Sorry, I did 2 hours of elliptical, an hour and 30 on the bike, and 15 minutes on the ski erg. So what's that? So 8 plus 2 plus an hour and a half. Yeah, so that's 11 and a half and to the 15 minutes. So yeah, that's 11 and 3/4. So nearly 12 hours.
Yeah. Well, okay. So my peak week was 11 hours 1 minute.
Yeah.
Week before, 11 hours 52, and that was less running. So I don't know what I was doing that week. I must have done some trails. And last week
You
was
you
9 hours
you went
46.
and you went and walked up some hills, didn't you?
It was Norwegian training, Norwegian singles. That was just one workout, 11 hours 46.
Did you go and join Alex?
Me, Mac, and Alex, yeah. And but yeah, I mean, but the thing is, right? Like I've said, this is like me living in the moment, making decisions for my own body and well-being in the best way that I think I should. But people seem to want to guide, and they want to. I don't know. I think their heart's in the right place for most of the people,
Yeah.
but it's. I don't know.
Yeah.
You just feel like saying, "Mate, just let me be. Don't worry. You worry about you. I'll worry
Yeah.
about me."
Some people, their heart's in the right place and they are actually looking out for you and want the best for you. Whereas some people are armchair coaches and they want the, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. And if you follow my advice, you'll do better. So yeah, it's that mix of the two. And yeah, I'd say 80-90% are people who are interested, like fully behind you and invested in your journey and want you to do well. But you've just got that 10-20% who, think they know better than everybody else and should
But
tell you how to train.
another thing I think as well, within that 80% of people that's heart's in the right place and are giving advice based on their own journey. They're probably not qualified coaches, so the only way they know is their own way. And a lot of people seem to be saying, I'm overtraining, I'm doing too much, based on the fact that they've run maybe quicker times on less volume, which is the dream.
Yeah.
Imagine having to run just a Sunday long run and, I don't know, a Parkrun a week, and you can still go and smash out a sub-3 marathon.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
But
that's only the same as us. I mean, we're not trained coaches, and we sit here every week talking about running and and what we're doing and stuff. So I don't know.
in the same way that probably people shouldn't listen to what we're doing, but we're just
saying that about low mileage. I mentioned Dave, who ran Warwick Half. He ran 1:16 at Warwick Half on the weekend, and last year at London, he ran 2:51 at London. And I was chatting to him on Tuesday on the warm down because he's running London again. He got in on Good for Age again. And I was chatting about what sort of mileage he'll do and how many times he runs a week. And he only runs 3 times a week. He does 1 or 2 sessions with the club. Sometimes he doesn't manage to. And then does his Sunday long run and make sure his Sunday long run is a decent mileage and everything. And he said last year, training for London, he peaked at 40 miles for the week.
Wow.
And ran a 2:51.
How long's he been a runner?
Oh, quite a while. He's been with B&R for quite a long time. He was there before I even joined.
See, I think that's got something to do with it. I know we use him all the time, but look at Mom. I know Mom's doing some actual training though now, which is confusing the hell out of everyone. But like Mom, before he started training, you know what I mean, would parkrun every Saturday and race on Sunday and maybe get some 1 run, 2 runs in during the week. So that's 3 or 4 runs a week, probably max. And he's lightning quick for most people's,
Yeah.
scale of what's quick and what's not. He's fast. He's a fast cat.
Yeah.
So with training, Mom, I don't know. He's not 50 yet, is he, Mom? I think he's going to be 50
He'll be
this
50
year.
this year, yeah.
I don't think he's hit his peak yet, which is exciting. So he could be getting faster. Well, I think he is.
Yeah, but that's the thing as well. You can't just think about age within running. You got to think about running age and how long you've been running. So two people who were the same age, but one's been running since they were a teenager, and one's started running a couple of years ago. The one who started running a couple of years ago is still getting beginner gains, even though they're exactly the same age and might be in their 40s.
Yeah.
So you've got that sort of thing as well. So age within running will also affect your ability.
But my point was the reverse, that Mom's been, let's say, running 12, 15 years, I don't know. His body is probably quite tuned into the rhythm and routine of those 3 runs a week.
Yeah.
To the point where he is still getting quicker now with training. Yeah. That sounds really patronising that he's just started training. You know what I mean? Now he's doing a marathon block, I should say.
Yeah.
He's going to keep improving, I think.
I think he'd be the first to admit, though, that he doesn't train properly. He just goes out and runs a few times a week and then goes and smashes a parkrun or a race on a Sunday.
I liked on his podcast, he said the other day, runner said run 4 miles easy, and his compromise was, I'll just run 3.1 miles hard. So he just went and smashed a parkrun instead.
And did a little bit of a warm up, but didn't track it, didn't put it on his watch, so that didn't go down.
I love how runners, his constant battle with runner.
Yeah, but that's a good way to look at it as well, with runner, because it's a guide, and he's using it in the right way. He's doing what he thinks is the right thing to do, rather than just blindly following an AI app.
Yeah.
So,
because they've been in the sort of doing the rounds in social media, haven't they, at the moment, where people are getting quite, vocal on both sides of the fence about AI, stuff. But I think that's it. I think, because I watched Aubrey do a thing on it, and he made a good point. He's like, as long as you use your brain, if your sat nav takes you down a road in towards the river, you're not going to drive into the river, are you?
Yeah, it's like the stories of people who have done that. People who have followed the sat nav and they've ended up in a river with their
driven
cars
off a cliff
because they've just followed exactly what the sat nav said. You've got to use your own common sense and your own brain within using tools like that. And it's not like you only get injured by using AI apps. People get injured all the time when they're using coaches, or whether they're training themselves and coming up with their own training and all that sort of stuff. So
this is all kicked off because someone who's connected to runner has got a stress fracture.
It's a Instagram runner called Mary McCarthy, and she's got a stressy in her tibia. So basically, what I had last year, but apparently because she's linked with runner and she's a big influencer on Instagram, therefore it's really bad that she's got a stressy because runner has caused her stressy. So does that mean that my stressy was caused by runner, even though I don't go anywhere near AI apps?
Or do you go near AI apps without telling anyone?
So because she's basically got the same injury that I had, and and stress fractures are overuse injuries, but the reason for them isn't necessarily the same for everybody. So a stress fracture isn't like a normal fracture. A normal fracture of a bone happens from impact or a trauma to a bone which breaks or cracks it. So that's a normal fracture. Whereas a stress fracture happens over a period of time. But the reasons for that could be overtraining, as in doing too much too soon. could be going too fast too soon. So that's two different types of overtraining already, and they're both very different. It could be not recovering properly. So it could be lack of sleep. It could be lack of rest days. It could be all sorts of things to do with recovery. And it could be fueling. So it could be under fueling and not eating properly. It could be eating the wrong things. It could be all sorts of stuff. So two people having stress fractures could be completely different things that have caused them. So not all of them are the same. And you can't then just blame one thing for people having stress fractures.
Because I don't know anyone that's got injured from a runner training plan.
No, but I also don't know anyone who is really fast that uses runner. Most of the people I know who have used runner are not beginners, but people who are fairly new to running or a training plan. So it's probably quite good for them because it gives them some structure and some actual sessions to work to. So it's probably really good for them. But I think the issue that a lot of people are shouting about is runner isn't designed for fast runners. If you are running under 20 minutes for the 5K, I don't think runner has enough data to actually give you a decent or well thought through or suitable training plan for someone like that. And that might be where it's going wrong, because it is telling people who are setting goals for themselves quite high, it's giving them too much too soon or too fast too soon and overloading them far too much. They're not able to recover from it because they're not used to doing that. And then it's causing all sorts of problems.
I don't know why. Maybe there's a gap in the market here. But why is no one jumping on the Norwegian singles AI method? Maybe that's already in circulation. I don't know.
because
runner
it'd
is
be
the complete opposite, isn't it?
Because the Norwegian singles app would be the easiest app to make ever. All it would say is, today, run easy.
Session
Next
1,
day,
walk.
run
Sub
threshold for 6 minutes. Next day, run easy.
But don't you think that would be really useful? But that would be really useful for people that maybe want to take the next step.
Yeah.
From a runner plan or a Ben Parks plan, because that is there is real science there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like jacked in runner now, Adam Hill. Not Adam Hill, sorry, Adam Neal.
Well, last time I spoke to him, he said, I think I am going to, just sack it off and use a different training plan now that somebody has written rather than AI, because it was in I think he's in week 4 of marathon training, and it was setting him some crazy long runs and crazy sessions. And they were things that you should be, if you were going to do them, you should be doing towards the peak of your block, not 4 weeks into your 16-week block. And I was like, that's crazy. Please check yourself when you're doing this. And if it feels hard, then you need to pull it back. Because
I haven't really used a plan or anything like that for a long time, probably since Brighton actually. And I haven't used, just because purely this is what's worked for me in the past and this is what I think my body can tolerate. I don't put any marathon pace workouts in my training blocks until about week 9. So in the second half. So I run the whole first 8 weeks of my training, long runs easy. And then I don't do any marathon pacey stuff until I feel like my body is ready for it, if you know what I mean. Because it's an intense load to take on, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, this runner app was getting him to do long runs I think it set him something like, in the 4th week, it set him something like 16-mile run with some blocks of marathon pace and some over and unders. So faster than marathon pace within your long run in the 4th week of a block. And I was like, that's crazy.
That's so intense, isn't it? But even for beginners, like even for someone that's just picking up running, that's really quite like intense, isn't it? To like,
But I suppose also though with runner, you've got to. It can only work with the information you give it. So yes, you can tell it your Strava, and it can look at all of your runs in Strava. But if you tell it that you want to run a particular target time, and it is way above where you should be targeting, it's going to set a plan for the target time you've put in. So you can't just put the blame onto that for telling you how to run that time when you've got no, like, you shouldn't be aiming for that time for a long time because you're not capable of that. And that's why you would get injured from the training.
Yeah. But yeah, I would just hate for anyone who is training for a marathon to get injured for that to happen early on or even close to the marathon because of maybe running a bit too intensely. So that's where knowing what your limits are and what you want them to be comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah. See, that I think that's why the internet has gone into meltdown, or social media has gone into meltdown about this Mary McCarthy, because I think she was training for Tokyo, and now obviously she's not running Tokyo because she's got a stressy.
Okay.
And I think that's where everyone's gone into meltdown. That runner has caused her stressy from the marathon training it's been setting her and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know enough about the situation and everything to really have a.
And I don't know her from Adam. Neil. That was good. But she could be telling pork pies about. She might not even follow a runner plan. She might just be affiliated with them.
Yeah.
She might be doing her own thing. She might be following a runner plan, but probably pushing a bit too hard because she's pushing even harder than runners tell her to push. You never know, do you?
Yeah.
So it's an easy scapegoat, isn't it, to blame something else?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think the issue people have had is she pushes runner quite hard because she's obviously sponsored by them. And then she ends up with a stressy. So all of her content is pushing this app. And then she's gone and got injured whilst pushing this app. So, yeah. You may have seen her in the past because she's done some stuff with Hugo Fry and stuff.
Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah. We saw, talking of Hugo Fry, we saw him, didn't we, on his way to the running show on the Saturday. As we were leaving, he was on his way there. So fashionably late.
Yeah. And he was coming down like the opposite walkway to us.
Yes.
And we sort of recognised him, but
I
felt weirdly a bit starstruck. And I didn't recognise him until it was sort of too late.
And
I couldn't get any words out.
We both looked at him, and I looked at you and went, "There's Hugo," and he heard me say that, and then turned around to I guess he was with his girlfriend and was chuckling to his girlfriend. But
and I just sort of went, legend. Didn't really know what else to say.
But, brilliant. Yeah, he would have been a good person to meet. Yeah
he would have. He did a lot of stuff for sport. Is he sponsored by sportshoes.com?
I think
he
so,
is,
possibly, yeah. And actually, he's just changed to long form content as well, hasn't he?
I watched his.
He's taken his phone and twisted it round landscape so he can actually record some 16:9.
Yeah, but what I like about him, he's just really funny. He's just really funny. I just find him. He's like if Hugh Grant was in his mid-20s and was an incredibly fast marathon runner. He's a bit like that, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's
And he
very
doesn't take
witty.
himself too seriously, which is good. I quite like that.
And he's an incredibly good runner, isn't he?
Yeah.
Did he do 2:17?
2:17, and he ran under 30, didn't he, for the 10K?
Well, I'm sure I watched a video recently where Cole, him, and Ben is running did like a little workout all together, and they basically dropped Ben is running, didn't they? Because Ben is running couldn't. Well, maybe that's because he had his own paces to run, but the other two
took off
faster than him.
Yeah, well, Cole's run a 2:16, Hugo's run a 2:17, and Ben's run a what, 2:22, 2:23. So and to be honest, at marathon pace, that's a big difference. 5 minutes across the marathon is a very big difference in pace, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, but still super quick. 2:23 is still a super quick pace.
Imagine that. Imagine being able to run that fast. That'd be the dream.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what's the fueling like? You know how? You know when you do a marathon, do you do in time, like in 20 minutes, or in 5Ks, or in 5 miles, or how do you do yours?
I tend to do every 3 mile, but that ends up being around 20-ish minutes. So, hopefully at target pace, it'll be just under 20 minutes. So if I take on the equivalent of a gel of Voom bars every 20 minutes, I'll be taking on about 66 to 69 grams of carbs per hour. And they say the sweet spot is around 60. And if you can, 60 you should be taking, and up to 100 if you can stomach it and it doesn't cause you any distress. So I would say at that pace, they're probably taking on closer to 100 grams per hour rather than 60.
I wonder what time you've got to be at, let's say, London, to have a bottle table. Is it no slower than 2:10 maybe?
No, you've got to be on the elite start.
Right.
So if you're named in the elite start list, you get bottles. Anyone else doesn't. So
do you reckon that would be as up to about 2:15-ish or 2:10?
Yeah. Jake Barraclough has been put on the elite start list, so he'll get bottles. But,
so Cole, if he's doing London...
Cole hasn't, so he won't get bottles. I don't think he's on the elite start list.
Is that because of recent form or something? Going off his Valencia time or something?
I don't know, but I don't think he has anyway.
Oh, no, hang on.
Let me check.
Is Jake technically a bit quicker than Cole? Is Jake run 2:14?
Jake Barraclough's run 2:15. And Cole's run 2:16.
A minute faster. Yeah. Because isn't Jake Barraclough going for 2:10 at London?
Yeah, that's what he's aiming for, yeah.
Oh, God, I hope he doesn't pass out and need medical attention again. That's a good question for the pod. Go on.
Yeah.
I'll get to it. I'll write it down.
Yeah, he said, though, that was due to having too much iron, which caused iron deficiency-like symptoms. I'm not sure how true that is, but I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was going to ask. Like, because if anyone doesn't know, Jake Barraclough, a.k.a. ran to Japan, did the Valencia Marathon and set off at, I assume, target pace.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Got to about halfway and then just faded to about 10-minute miles, apparently. 11-minute miles. I'm sure he was running 6 minutes a K towards the end. I'm sure that's what he said on his live stream, which is about 10, 11-minute miles. And didn't realise that he was so out of it until he was basically forced to stop. So my question is, at what point, or is it marathon time at any cost? You know, if that's your health. Because I would say you would lean closer to the Run to Japan ethos, school of marathoning.
Well,
Because you ran with a stress fracture.
yeah, I was going to say I ran a marathon with a broken leg, even after they told me I shouldn't. So yes, yeah, I have got a bit of that in my head. But
What if the pain was in, like, you know how you're probably, I could be wrong. I'm not a medical expert. I've just got to say that you're probably not going to die, probably, from a stress fracture in your leg during a marathon.
Yeah.
But what Jake did was push himself. Was it hypoxia?
Yes, I don't know, something like that. Yeah.
He pushed
Can't remember what he
himself
called.
so far beyond a state that something about his brain not
His brain
oxygen.
couldn't get enough oxygen to function properly.
So that has got to be a psychological choice.
Yeah, to push past that limit. Yeah.
But I wonder if you're of that ilk of, psyche. Maybe you don't even make that choice. Maybe you're not even aware of it. It's like, right, I go until I can't go anymore. For me, I don't have that. If something's a little bit off,
yeah. You'll
there's another one next
year.
Yeah. But maybe that's the difference between me and an elite sporting mentality. Because if you think about all the greats at any sport, they have probably been to the depths of the well to dig deep on and off the pitch. So God knows what you must have to put yourself through to get those sorts of times up the top of a marathon leaderboard. But maybe it's relative to what we go through. I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe it's not.
I must admit, when it starts to get hard, I do go, I'll show you, Brett. I'll show you how hard it can get, and keep pushing. And
that makes no sense at all. But carry on.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? You hit the barrier where you think, oh man, this is getting hard. I should probably slow down. And the little thing in my head goes, no. You can do more than this. I'll show you how hard it can get. Come on. Let's go little bit harder. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's something you learn as well, because as you get quicker, your times start getting harder to better. So you know that limit more often, rather than, like you were saying, someone that's young and new to the game makes those wins almost without breaking a sweat.
Yeah.
But now you've been doing this.
Yeah, but it's also that kind of personality trait of, are you someone who gives up easily? So if you're trying to do something that's really hard, do you give up, or do you keep on trying until you get it right? So like learning an instrument, there are people who will really want to learn to play an instrument. They'll do it and they'll last a few weeks and they'll go, this is too hard. So they just stop. But there's other people who will go, I can't do this. And they'll keep on going until they crack it and they can do it.
Well, the guitar is a perfect example, because do you remember when you first used to start playing with your fingers, because you didn't have them calluses on your hands, on the ends of your fingers? And those first few weeks of playing it's like razor wire under your fingers, isn't it? But if you don't get through that barrier, if you don't turn the ends of your fingers into rock hard, goblets of rock, then you won't smash through the wall, will you?
Yeah.
But
and also, sorry, just with guitar, the like, not the pain, but the like the cramp and stuff you get in your hands by having certain chord shapes and stuff and having to stretch to try and get down
Yeah.
certain frets and things. It's not easy. So
Yeah.
if you're the sort of person that gives up easy, you're not going to be able to get through that and be able to do the things you need to do.
But I've always been that person, and to some degree, I am that person because I've had so many hobbies in my life, so many phases that I've picked up and then dropped again. Some of them have been jobs, some of them have been hobbies, some of them have been fads, all sorts. But now running is the one thing that I'm almost blackmail myself into thinking this is how I need to change, because running is the one thing that makes me say, come on, we can dig in a little bit, we can carry on breaking through this wall.
Yeah.
And that's the brilliance of it for me. It's just I'm learning to be a different person, really, essentially.
Yeah. See, I'd say I'm slightly different because I've always had the mindset that if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it properly. Otherwise, there's no point in doing it. So I'm going to do it until I get it right. I'm going to do it properly. I'm not even going to start doing it unless I'm going to do it properly. So
here's an example.
Yeah.
On my 40th birthday, before I went on holiday to Bruges, got a knock at the door. Looked at the old Ring doorbell. It's BE at the door with this. Look at this. Made me a little card wallet. I thought, oh, that's nice. You've got that off Amazon. Look at this. Little handmade, a little thing there. And then I looked in a little bit more detail. Look at the intimate, not only the leather press work, but look at the stitching. That is ridiculously unbelievable, amazing attention to detail. And I'm guessing that didn't happen overnight, learning those skills.
No, definitely not.
I imagine you have suffered blood, sweat and tears over your profession, your whole life. And you can tell that the quality in your work is so good. And
Thanks,
I'm going to say it. My favourite 40th birthday gift. Thank you, mate.
No worries. Yeah, no, it's a long process to learn things like that, and that's exactly what I was talking about. The first time I tried it, I was like, this is really hard. This is not easy. It's to make it look good is going to take a lot of work, but I want to be able to produce things that I can show people and be proud of and go, look, I made this. So it was just keep on trying, and if it doesn't work, try it again and keep on going and changing little things until you get it to the point where it's, well, not perfect, but to a level where you're happy.
Bringing it back to running, when you started at B&R, I assume now you're a fair bit faster now than when you joined the club.
Yeah.
Have you gone, do you notice at B&R, I'm sure this exists in every running club everywhere, but there are different groups. And did you notice a few people at the start of when you joined, you think, oh, I'd love to be able to run that pace with those people one day?
Yeah.
Like, did you have that? And have you noticed that change?
Yeah, definitely. There were people that when I started, I was like, I don't understand how they're running reps that fast, and I'd chat to them and find out what their PBs were and everything. I'd be like, man, that's crazy fast. And now, like, I can keep up with them in sessions, and I've ran next to them in races and sometimes beat them in races and things. And yeah, it's a really good feeling when you see the progress that you're making compared to where you were.
I remember when I first joined the running club we do not name. You said to me, you'll notice gains, you'll notice noticeable changes in your running within probably 6 to 8 weeks. That never happened to me, but it's happening now. So it's taken me. I'd say it's taken me about a year to really have noticed a shift in the effort. And I don't know if that's because I'm training differently or more or less or whatever I was doing then compared to now. But I've been training in a club for 18 months now. And I remember doing back then, I think what the race I was doing was, I think I was going for a 5K PB, and I thought I could have got the 5K PB I got eventually about 3 or 4 months earlier, but it never came. So it's just funny, isn't it? My physiology is completely different. That it's almost taken me quite a while, because I feel like I'm on an upward thing again now, because I feel like I plateaued for quite a bit last year. But just after I did Newport and Valencia, and then I feel like I'm on the up again now.
How long have you been with Worcester now?
10 months, I think. I think it was about March last year I started with them.
Yeah, I'd say that's when you started making progress.
Yeah. Like, the other running club are brilliant. I'm on about black pair joggers for those of you who live under a rock. I've just got beef with them because they never gave me a vest. And it meant I couldn't do cross country last year. And also the track sessions are an absolute joke, but let's not go there. But I just think when I've joined Worcester, the focus on the training sessions is so good. It's individual. It's like you're getting, not only are you getting like actual tidbits of like knowledge, you're just getting told well done. Like, do you know, little things like that? You feel like you've got an arm around your shoulder, and you're getting actual feedback from the coaches. And you know, at Black Pear, when there's like 150 of you, you just all run and galloping around the track in lane 6. And like it's
and at the end of the session, the coach comes up and goes, "How was that for you?"
Yeah,
and asks you how your session went and everything, and that makes the world of difference.
Yeah. So I think joining the running club that's right for you, because let's be honest, right? Black Pear joggers are much bigger than Worcester AC. They are the club of choice for so many people for all the right reasons. Social is the majority of the reason why most people join that club, because they do group runs 2-3 times a week, which are amazing. They're getting people out and about they're getting people running, which is the primary thing. But for me, I wanted focus on my training, which I just felt like I wasn't really getting. So that's why I moved clubs. Yeah. But I'm glad I made the shift. I'm glad I made the move.
Yeah. Good. Talking of that, how is taper going for Seville?
Yeah, all right. So I've done I've done a lot less running this week. No double days. Had Monday off. Tuesday went to session. We did the reps that I was talking about. So I was feeling unnaturally good, because the Sunday before it, when I did that Australia loop, I just did a long, easy run. So I went into the session feeling really good. I was running those reps thinking I can PB. I was running those reps thinking I could PB in every distance at the moment. That's how I was feeling. Sat here right now, I don't know, because I feel like I've gone back to feeling creaky again. But I felt really, really good. And then I had I did a 5K Wednesday, went up the hills of Daisy. And then Thursday, I just did an easy run, a local easy run yesterday, with a more steady, actually. Again, couldn't really seem to hold myself back, because I feel like a harnessed trebuchet at the moment. So, tomorrow, don't quite know how to run Parkrun, because most of the good ones have been rained off already. So that's probably quite good that I won't be able to go out and even utter the words PB, because I don't think it'll be on the cards. Yeah. Which is probably a good thing.
Yes, definitely.
And then Sunday, I'm going to do, 10 miler, 16K, something like that. Okay. So at the end of the week, I will have ended up with about 60Ks, about 40 miles, 35, 40 mile. So yeah, it's all good. That takes me into race week then next week, which is exciting. Yeah. And then fly out Wednesday. Had a shock with my accommodation, but it's all rebooked now. I can't know if I talked you through that or not.
No, I haven't spoken to you since you rebooked. Yeah. I know you had a meltdown last week.
Yeah, got a message saying my blooming accommodation had been cancelled, and it turns out that it was my own fault because I missed a message saying I needed to pay them rather than Booking.com would take my money. It still
Oh,
makes
okay.
it's still a bit annoying that I didn't understand that,
Yeah.
but started looking again, and we found an even better place. We found, fair enough, it's slightly more dear. It's more like, well, I don't know, I think it's about 170 quid a night. It's not cheap, but it's got like it's got like a jacuzzi. It's got a pool. It's got a rooftop bar. It's got its own little coffee shop. We run past it at 10k as well, so Laura can just get out of bed and wave at me from the balcony. And it's ideal. It's perfect. It's about 2k from the marathon start in the city centre in Seville. So it's about a mile and a half away. Enough for me to have a nice gentle walk in or an easy jog in. And yeah, so just mega excited for that now. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So yeah, I think the mileage you've hit this week probably perfect, and then next week will just be nice and easy all week.
Yeah, I guess it'll be just a couple of 5Ks here and there, and that's it really. On Tuesday though, I was thinking about going down to club. It's 3x3K session, which is
Don't
like
do it.
this little session we do every month.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
And I was thinking about running.
Don't
progressing to marathon pace.
Don't do it. It's too much. In marathon week, it's too much. It's up to you. It's completely up to you. Don't listen to me.
I'm going to get a second opinion.
Don't listen to me, but at the same time, it's too much.
This is when I wish I had a runner plan. I'll be doing a 20 miler next Tuesday, 30 miler Thursday.
The week of the marathon, the most you should be running is 5k in a go.
Fair enough. Yeah, there's probably no point me even going down to session then, is there really?
You can progress through that 5k and get faster as you're going through that 5k. That's not a problem, but I wouldn't run further than 5k. You don't need to, and you don't want to put that fatigue and mileage into your legs the week of the marathon. You want to stand on that start line feeling as fresh as possible. Well, you don't want to feel fresh as possible, but you need your body as fresh as possible, because you won't be feeling fresh. And if you feel fresh, you probably have done something wrong. You want to feel like you've done a proper good marathon block, but your body needs to be in the position where it is fresh and ready to smash out those 26 miles.
Yeah, I probably need to be stood on that start line feeling that almost like I've got a body full of harnessed energy.
Yes.
So I probably
full of carbs, ready to go.
I can do that. That's one bit of the training block I am good at. So I can do the carb loading.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to smashing the tapas and the patatas bravas next week, which I will be doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then I'm going to probably do a couple of shakeouts of 5k in Seville, probably Friday, Thursday and Saturday maybe. And then,
nice.
Race day.
Excellent.
So
I am looking forward to hearing how you're going, but we will preview it properly on next week's pod, which we will come out on the same day as it normally does. So it will come out on the Saturday before you run Seville, but we'll be recording it a little bit earlier in the week, won't we? Because we're going to do it before you travel off. So yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a few other things to get through, haven't we?
Yes. Actually, I pulled up on my phone. I just want to go back to it quickly. I lied. Jake Barraclough has run a 2:14. He ran 2:14.55 in Tokyo. So the same as my 2:53 is a 2:53. His is a 2:14.
Yeah, exactly.
His is a 2:14. So but the last person on the elite field start list is a 2:15.54. So it looks like sub 2:16 was the elite start list, so that's probably
Yeah.
why Cole wasn't on there. But there are
That's a
some
shame.
debuts that are on there, and one of them is Yomif Kajelcha, who is debuting in the marathon. So that's going to be exciting to see what he
Ah,
can run.
he's the half
Um,
marathon guy and 10K guy, isn't he?
yes. So, did you see that this week? There's a bit of
About
news we can talk about.
yeah, I think I know what you're about to say. Yeah,
So Yomif Kajelcha is still the world record holder of the half marathon world record with 57 something,
yeah.
because Jacob Kiplimo's 56, whatever it was, hasn't been ratified by World Athletics because it was deemed he gained an advantage by being in the slipstream of the timing car.
See, I find that incredibly harsh.
Yes, but at the time, everybody mentioned how close he was to the timing car and how that would have given an advantage. And everyone, well, not everyone, but loads of people were saying that when he actually ran it. And they've taken over, is it over a year? Yeah, over a year to,
Ratify
or
it.
maybe almost a year to look into it and fully recognize that, yeah, he probably did get an advantage from that.
But if I was him, I'd be like, come on, lads, who you driving? Can you just drive a bit quicker? Make sure you keep
Yeah.
30 feet or whatever it is,
Well,
minimum distance between us or whatever it should be.
that's the thing. So because he hasn't got the world record, he probably won't get some bonuses that he should have received. And yeah, somebody's going to be losing their job, isn't they, over that? Because
That's.
it's not just him; it's his agent, it's his sponsors, all that lot.
Because I wonder if he's got like, did he get a world record bonus paid to him before it got ratified?
That's what I'm saying. So will he have to pay that back, or how will that what will happen? And if he
I
didn't
mean,
get it paid because it wasn't ratified, he may have been thinking it was coming anytime soon, and then they've turned around and said, "Sorry, you haven't got that money." And as I say, it's not just him; it's his agent as well who would get a cut from it. So he's not going to be happy.
Yeah. So I wonder if where he goes from now. Does he go the same course again?
Well,
To
he'll
try
have to
and
go
do it
in,
again.
try again, yeah. But he's running London. He's running London
Oh,
Marathon.
so he's in London, is he?
Yeah. Because he ran it last year, didn't he, as his debut, and now he's going back to try and compete for the win. Because the elite fields have been released for London, and we have got Sebastian Sarway, so the 202 guy. So 202.05 is his PB. So he's back in London. Jacob Kiplimo, who is 202.23. We've got Darisa Galetta, 202.38. Emmanuel Petros, 204.03. Amos Kipruto, 203.13. We've got Tamrat Tola, the winner of the Olympic marathon, 203.39. Jeffrey Camwalraw, 204.23. Joshua Cheptegei, 204.52. We've got Shunya Kikuchi from Japan, 206.06. Emil Caress, 206.46. Mohammed, 207.05. Phil Sessamon, 207.10. And then we've got a load of British guys in the elite field as well, which is wicked.
Obviously, no Alex Yee.
No, he's not down to run London this year. But we got Jake Smith running it, Mark Scott, Jack Rowe, who else? Obviously Jake Barraclough, and Alfie Manthorpe is doing his debut after his great result in the half. And in Valencia 10K, he ran a really good 10K as well. So we shall see what happens there. And then the women's field has also come out. Where did I see that?
Sifan.
And yes, So we've got Tiggs Sefer coming back, who won it last year, who is the old world record holder before Ruth Chepengetich, who has now been banned, broke the
So
world record.
who's got the world record now?
Ruth Chepengetich. She's been
So
allowed to keep her world record, even though she's been done for doping, which is
when was
crazy.
the doping? It wasn't taken obviously from that race, from a world record winning race.
No, it was caught just after, and this is the thing. So World Athletics have said, well, we don't know.
Is this one where her housekeeper?
Yeah.
What was it again?
Yeah.
She gave her something she didn't know what it was.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, but there we go. But yeah, Tiggs Sefer is running. Sifat Nassan is back. Jocelyn Jep. I'm going to start again. Jocelyn Chepkosgei is there. Perez Chepchirchir. Helena Beery is running as well. It is absolutely stacked in the women's field. It's going to be a great race. And then we've got some of the GB runners. We've got Charlotte Purdue running again, who is our current British record holder with 2:22.17. Rose Harvey is back. Abby Donnelly is running it. Eilish McColgan is back. Jess Warner Judd is running. And then one of the names, which is quite cool, that's on there, is Julia Patanane, which I don't know if you recognise that name.
Uruguayan.
Yes.
Why do I remember that name? She didn't know where the finish was.
Yeah, she won bronze.
Yes.
She won bronze at the World Athletics Championships. So she is going to run London. So that should be interesting to see how she gets on.
Right.
Yeah. So the fields look fantastic for London.
Did you say Rose Harvey's in it?
Yes.
I've just googled her. It is right. She's from Evesham.
Yeah, she's also the one who ran London a couple of years ago with a stress fracture in her femur.
Yeah.
No, what wasn't London? She ran the Olympics. Sorry, she ran the Olympics marathon with a stress fracture in her femur.
Yeah. Yeah, she went to King's in Worcester and attended Malvern College for a sixth form. Interesting. Local gal.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, so that should be really good. Another couple of bits of running news before we get on to some nonsense.
Yeah.
Is Jakob Ingebrigtsen today said that his Achilles injury that he's been struggling with for the past 2 years flared up again 2 weeks ago. Well, flared up again. So 2 weeks ago, he decided to go to America and have surgery to try and fix it. So he is currently in a boot and in a wheelchair to keep off his leg. So, yeah, we shall see if his surgery finally fixes his Achilles so he can get back to running the times he used to and back to his winning ways, which would be good. And then the other bit of news was last weekend, there was the Melrose Games. So the indoor season is well and truly underway. And there was the Melrose 2 mile, which had a proper stacked field. There were some amazing names in the start list of that. But Cole Hocker eventually won it in 8:07.31. Wasn't a... they were all talking about it could possibly be a new world record. But Josh Kerr keeps the world record because they slowed down a bit in the middle. But Cole Hocker just had his usual sprint finish and managed to come away in first. And then Josh Kerr was second, and Parker Wolf, who is freshly out of the NCAAs, he tried to go for it in the last lap, but Cole Hocker and Josh Kerr managed to out sprint him to the finish, but he came in third. And then what was his first name? It's not Luke, is it? Do you know the young 16-year-old who turned pro for Nike and went to the Olympics as a pro in the 800 meters? Is it Cole Luckenhouse? Is it Kyle? I don't know. I can't remember his first name, but he won the 600 meters at the Melrose Games in a new under 20 world record of 1:14.15, which is quite impressive. Nikki Hiltz won the women's Wanna Make a Mile. They managed to keep Jess Hull just behind and managed to outkick them to the finish, and they managed to win the Wanna Make a Mile for the first time. They ran 4:19.64. And then Cam Myers, the young guy from Australia, just showed his class in the Wanna Make a Mile for the men, and just he doesn't look like he's picking up the pace. It looks like his form's exactly the same, but he's just getting faster and faster, and he just pulled away from everybody. So he won the Wanna Make a Mile. I think Yared Nuguse was second, and who was third? Possibly, was it? I want to say who's the Adidas guy who broke the world record the other week? Young guy, Adidas runner.
The New Zealand guy?
No, American. I can't remember. Anyway, his name will come to me in a minute when I think about it.
Hobbs Kessler.
There we go, Hobbs Kessler. Yes.
I don't know I genuinely don't know where that came from. See, it looks like I'm not listening to you, but I think I do listen sometimes.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah. I'm so proud of that.
Yeah. So
that was a big one.
Yeah, that was some of the Melrose Games, which was pretty good. But
awesome.
That's enough of running. I think we should possibly move on to something else, shouldn't we?
Well, before we move on to the thing we should be moving on to, there's a couple of people I just want to give a quick shout out to. Yes. First of all is our long-suffering podcast catcher-upper. In fact, there are two of them. One of them actually is more of a long-suffering, because that's Brad. Brad is about a year behind, so he'll be listening to this in the distant future. But Dave Rowbottom, Run Like a T-Rex, was listening to about episode 73 the other day, and he said he was on a Teams meeting at work, and I think he probably wasn't listening or concentrating on what he should have been. So instead of actually doing some work, he's planned me a route of escape from Meriden. What a legend! I just got a text saying, "Do you fancy going to? Do you fancy going left or right of Tewkesbury?" You know? Hey, you what?
It's like west would probably be the best way, because all the other ways will be uphill from where you start. So
he's
brilliant.
Put some serious effort into it. So massive thanks to my route planner for the. I don't have to do any work now because Dave's done it all. But I am fully expecting Dave to crew me for the full 24 hours. That is part of the gig.
What I wanted to say is you need to get a watch that's got a live feed, and it's just Dave's face telling you where to go.
Yeah. You can talk me through the entire run. I'd like that. Yeah. Right, you'll go past a tree in a minute, then you'll go past another tree. After that tree, you get to a lamppost. But also I wanted to give a quick shout out to our man down south, one of our Kent correspondents, Kieran Turner.
Yes.
Kieran sent me a message of the day saying that he's just had a new delivery of some Mega Blasts.
Ooh.
And he sent me a picture of himself. He got them delivered to his work, and then he also sent me a picture of him wearing them at his desk.
Okay,
What a legend!
I'm quite glad you said that, because when you said, I was thinking that you were going to say he sent me a picture of him wearing just the shoes,
Yeah,
nothing else.
we've got a very special relationship, me and Kieran. And yeah, so
Amazing.
do you do that? Do you, when you get a new pair of shoes, do you wear them like around the house and like sat down wearing them? You know, doing
Just to get a feel for what they're like. Yeah, try them on and see if they fit nicely. Yeah.
Yeah, but Kieran's getting back into the swing of things now, and he said he did a
Ace.
10x400 session the other day. So I think he's got himself back on a plan, and he went back into it with the first session of 10x400. I think the pace was about marathon effort, I think, and he said he found it really tough.
Yep.
But it's tough because it is tough.
Yes.
And soon it won't be if you keep at it. So all the best, Kieran.
Running is hard, full stop. It don't matter what pace you're running at, running's hard.
Yeah. So fair play, mate. And yeah, so now...
Well, I was going to say, do we want to end on 98? So shall we quickly go through comments and emails now so we can end on the fun rather than having to go back to comments and emails? Because we didn't do comments and emails last week, so we probably need to do it this week, don't we?
Yeah. Also, don't forget, you need to quickly Google, having done no research at all, about 1998 UK films that were big that year as well.
Oh, yes. I'll have a look in a minute. Yes, as soon as we do the comments, I will do. Whilst you're doing the emails. Yeah. Right. So first one from. So we're going back to episode 96 for these. So first one's from Leggett Lee, and he says, "Music conversation was the best thing I've ever heard on the pod," which is a really good compliment, but at the same time, terrible compliment.
Conrad said the same. He's like, "This is the best you will ever get in your life." I was like, "Is that a compliment?" But yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. He said, "What a seriously epic piece of content, because let's be honest, none of us really care about running. It just fills a void in our life." Which is very true. Then Nick PK4SQ says, "Loving the 90s music chat. You didn't need listeners in their 20s or early 30s anyway."
No. They're all elsewhere.
Brilliant. On the topic of Brighton Marathon, you don't need to queue for your race bib the day before anymore.
What?
They get sent out in the post, which makes things much easier. My other tip is to decide in advance where to meet family and friends at the end. The finish line is such a small area that phone reception drops entirely, and it's hard to track people down as a result.
Good tip.
So that's changed since you did it. So you no longer have to stand in your vest and pants whilst you're shivering on the Pebble Beach.
That was probably because I was too tight to pay the £4 postage or something. No, I'll get it myself. I'll drive down there and I'll get it. It's fine.
Yeah. Brilliant. So yeah, cheers for that, Nick. Then Ian Booth says, "The 90s music chat is great. An era I remember so well. I turned 16 in 1996. Did either of you ever get the Now compilations?" Yes. Now that's what I call music. I think 1996 was Now 33 to 35. Some marvelous human has actually manually compiled these albums as playlists on Spotify. How awesome is that?
Lovely.
Something else to listen to on my long runs once I've listened to the podcast. Although I had to skip Peter Andre's Flavour. I think so would I, to be honest. Looking forward to 1997 and the absolute tune that is Your Woman by White Town. Oh, I don't think we
that is a mega tune. Yeah, that's a good song. We did that
last week. And then keep up the good work, guys. Good luck with the marathon training. Awesome. Cheers, Ian. Yeah, well, we've got some more 90s coming. We might be on Now.
Well, I've just
this
Googled.
Week will be Now 36 to 38, won't it?
I've just Googled Now 40 because I distinctly remember having that. And some of the things listed here, oh, we were about to talk about them. Oh my God,
Excellent.
some of these tracks. Oh,
Excellent.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
The
Brilliant.
Lighthouse Family. Oh, amazing. Oh, I can't wait to get to it. Okay, go.
Next one is from episode 86. So a full 10 episodes back from 96. And it is Dave.
It's Dave, of course it is.
T-Rex. And he says, great pod, guys. Love hearing Freddie. Yeah, Freddie was really good on that one, Dave. How many?
Oh, is that we had Freddie
11
on?
weeks ago,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. 3 months ago.
Yeah. Then we go back to episode 96, and Ian's Easy Miles says, love the chat, guys. Dead Set was awesome. Yes, it was. If you haven't seen Dead Set, go and watch it because it's such a good take on the whole Big Brother thing. Thanks for the musical memories of 1996 too. Next one's from Mark G. And he says, I'd love to see you dance. Can we have that on a t-shirt?
Who does he mean?
You, when you said to me, I'd love to see you dance.
Oh, yeah.
About Strictly.
Let's get that on a t-shirt. Yeah. Okay, that'll be good. We'll do it.
Next one is from Lee Chesterton, and he says, Brett, I could see you being on Stars in Your Eyes and saying, tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Morrissey. Ever since you cut your hair, I've thought you look like a young Morrissey. You'll have to shave the tash off, though.
Who said that?
Lee Chesterton.
Love
it. I do agree. I have got a bit of a Morrissey quiff, like the curly quiff going on. I just need some daffodils and to go ha 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 all the time.
And if a 10-ton truck crashes into us,
you sound
by your side.
You sound like Harry Hill's version of Morrissey when he was on Stars in Your Eyes.
Yeah, probably do.
Yeah. But yeah, do you know what? I have thought about shaving off the tash. Every man and his dog has got a tash now, ain't they? Oh,
really? You're gonna get rid?
I don't know. It's just I first shaved it because it was a bit of fun and a bit of a laugh, and then I went, I actually quite like this, and now every single person in the world who can grow a tash seems to have a tash, and it's the trendy thing to do. So now I want to shave it off because I don't want to be like all of them influencers. Anyway, let's move on from that. Next one is from Mark Hurdy-Gurdy. And he says, hi, guys. Crowded House Woodface was a great album in 1991. However, for me, the album Together Alone, released as the follow-up to Woodface in 2013, is the best Crowded House album. Definitely check it out. Loving the music section of the pod.
Together Alone. I thought that was earlier than 2000. And when did he say it was?
He said 2013.
That's a remastered, surely. Together Alone. That's I thought that was vintage. Crowded House. 1993.
He's put 2013 instead of 1993, hasn't he?
Yeah. So songs on there were,
I was going to say, a follow-up to an album from 1991 that was released in 2013 is probably a bit too long.
Distant Sun, Private Universe, what a song that is. Fingers of Love. Oh. And, Pineapple Head. Brilliant. Good album, that. Yep. Me and Mark, me and you have got a lot in common. Next time I see it, we'll have a Crowded House off.
And then we get on to comments from last episode, which was episode 97, which unfortunately got released a little bit late. We didn't even mention that on the pod, did we? That we were recording and releasing it late. We just did it as if it was normal, but we were recording on a Monday. First comment is from SDEL33H, and they say, better late than never ever. Whee! Brilliant.
Nice.
Yeah. Next one from Lee Cheston says, this is good. My half marathon time was 1 hour 15 minutes. I should run a marathon in 2:40, but I didn't. I ran 3:17. So that was based on your people telling you what you should be running compared to your half marathon PB and 10K times and stuff.
Yeah.
Lee agrees. Yeah, he ran 1 hour 15 for the half, and according to all the data, he should run 2:40, but he ran 3:17 instead.
Wow. Okay.
So,
Interesting.
next one's from Liger Pride and says, I always confused Heather Graham with Nancy from Peep Show. They look a lot alike.
Yes. I'm so glad someone else has said that, because I was convinced it was Heather Graham on Peep Show.
Right. Next one from That Yam Yam, who says, as soon as you mentioned the alarm time, I knew what you guys were going to be signing up for. Was my first ever event as a runner last year, and I loved it. Hope to see you both there this year. Yes, we shall hopefully see you there at the Two Castles. So hopefully loads of people signed up after we mentioned it on Monday. It looks like lots of people were on it, because within about an hour, 50% of the tickets had gone, haven't they? So, yeah, hopefully everybody listening who wanted a place managed to get one.
If you haven't got one by now, we would strongly recommend not hesitating, because it will sell out.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Then next one from Yell Yak says, or Yell Yak says, I love the chaos that is this podcast. If it's not headphones running out of charge or banging from next door, it's cats being cats. Love it. Started the podcast in my headphones on my long run, getting highly frustrated when I couldn't remember the Face Off film title either, and finished off watching it when I got in. Best of both worlds. Brilliant.
What a film.
Yeah. Mark Hurdy-Gurdy again says, the Hurdy-Gurdies, aka Mark and Joe Hurd, loved the Two Castles 10K. The 71-mile journey was well worth it. Completely influenced by both of you to try the race, and you should be on commission. We stayed one night in the Warwick Castle Hotel that I remember that Andy didn't know existed when he made his way into the castle grounds on race day. A cracking weekend that we 100% recommend. Unfortunately, we can't make the race in 2026, but confident we will be back in 2027.
Well, we'd love to see you back when you come
definitely. Next one is from Gary Manders, our old mate Gary, who's been there from day one.
Is he having a go at us singing? He's not going to be happy with the singing, is he? He's not going to be happy.
It's obvious. He says, I'm all for you pair of Herberts entertaining us, but eardrum splitting caterwauling, core blimey. Brett at least retains some self-respect with at least some taste in music. But Andy, no, just no. Only joking. Love the enthusiasm. Music died after 1990 for me, so what do I know? Brilliant. Love it, Gary. Cheers, mate.
So he's not... What? So hang on, Gary, you're not a fan of Steps then? Because we'll be mentioning them later on. What a tragedy.
Then James Lee says, long-time listener, lads. First came across Brett's channel leading up to my first marathon in Manchester in 2024 and have been watching, listening ever since. Your 2+ hour episodes perfectly cover my double run day on a Monday, so thanks for that. I'll be lining up with Brett in London, hoping to go under 2:35. Listening every week to his progress since returning back to running has been brilliant. Go smash Seville as well, Andy.
Oh, nice one.
Awesome. Cheers, James. That's ace. Thanks, mate. Thanks for listening. And yeah, hopefully I managed to catch up with you in London. But going for 2:35, you will be
all the best
way down the road in front of me. So I might have to see you afterwards whilst you've had a bit of a rest as I come over dying over the finish line. Yeah. Then we go back to episode 88.
Dave.
And it's Dave. And he says... He says, feel the pain on the old crack chafage, Andy. I used to get the same.
What's that about?
Your bum crap chafage you were talking about.
Was that in a race or training or?
I can't
carry
remember,
on. Maybe Dave will fill us in.
I think it was you. If I remember rightly, you said about wearing cycling shorts under your shorts, but it gave you a chafage in between your cheeks.
It was even worse. Yes, I remember getting in the shower and doing a Kevin McAllister. Yeah.
But he says, feel the pain on the old crack chafage, Andy. I used to get the same issue doing loaded marches in the army. At the risk of being a bit fruity, a generous dose of Vaseline between the cheeks will solve a lot of your problems.
Just a little tricky lead in the army, was it, Dave?
And then it's just also never related to something more than innie rather than an outie. Runner's shrivel is real. Hashtag press stud.
Oh, brilliant.
In regards to biggest bunker, shout out to Matt for a 23-minute positive split. Not quite 42 minutes, though, is it? Hashtag rookie numbers. Brilliant.
Yeah. Dave's still our biggest bunker.
And then episode 89, he has commented on, saying, Meriden is 5 minutes from my house. Route choice will be key. West would be the best choice in the first 10 miles due to elevation. North, south and west would all involve some inclines to get started in the first 5 to 10 miles or so. West is obviously also the direction of your manor, Andy. I'll plot a route and ping it over. And then he did.
What a hero.
Yeah.
What a hero.
Yeah, brilliant. Then, going back to 97, Matt Hember, he says, Andy, the Metaspeed Sky Tokyos are £50 off on Start Fitness in the red colour. I tried them out last weekend at Victoria Park Half Marathon in London after a few years racing in my Adidas Pro 3s and Pro 4s and can confirm they are great. Ran within a minute of my half marathon PB despite running my biggest ever training week and having 120 kilometres for the week in my legs from the start line. It sounds to me like Irish... It sounds to me like Irish Rob from Essex wants to send you both a pair for free. And if you're listening,
Come on, Rob.
And if you're listening, Rob, I do like the green colour. Also, fantastic rendition of the intro from Never Ever. Well worthy of the episode being named after it. Looking forward to you both giving the witch doctor from the magic words in a few episodes' time.
The witch was that? I said the witch doctor. I was in love with you.
Do.
And,
yeah.
And it went ooh,
ting tang, walla bing bang.
Walla bing bang.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm back in year 7, Mr. Byland's class. Brilliant.
And then, amazing. Cheers, Matt. And then Ian's Easy Miles says, always a good listen. Thanks for the shout out. Great to meet you both. It was great to meet you, Ian, at the running show. Definitely.
Yeah, pleasure, mate.
And then last one is from the Silver Strider. And he says, thanks for the shout out. I'm always conscious of taking up too much of your time, so I didn't hang around for long. I would have chatted to you for a bit longer if there was only 6 of us. I did Warwick as a leisurely run, so the undulations were all under control, and I really enjoyed it. Another great pod, boys. Awesome. Cheers, man. Thank you very much.
Was that Kurt?
We
don't know.
Possibly.
We don't know, do we? Because what's the username? Silver Strider.
The Silver Strider.
This is right. This is going to sound ridiculous, but when we meet people in real life, we only know them as the Silver Strider. So when someone says, all right, mate, my name's Chris. I'm like, all right, Chris, how's it going? We don't realise that we've been chatting to you for years. So feel free to tell us that your YouTube handle if you ever do meet us in real life. But are we ready to move on to emails?
Yes.
Well, speaking of Kurt, if this is the same Kurt, which we think it could well be, Kurt is
what's his email address? thesilverstrider@gmail.com.
But no, this one's just the Kurt Wilson one. He says, I think he's a very proud East 17 fan.
Ooh.
So this must be in direct response to episode 96. He says, "Hi, Brandy. Thanks for..." Again, that could be a 90s reference. You remember Brandy and Monica?
Yeah.
"Thanks for the 96 nostalgia and a trip down memory lane. I felt compelled to write in the following. Bear in mind, this one's deep." There's a track called Deep.
Deep down.
He's put,
Sugar.
"I will stress with my voice the words that he's put in bold, okay? If you gotta do something, then go to Walthamstow and find the House of Love, where love is more than a feeling and you can feel what you can't see. However, I disagree that you should slow it down at Parkrun, but dig deep to get gold. I know I want it too, but it's all right. All right, everything's gonna be all right." And he says, "I'll be watching to see if you sang the last bit." But shamefully, I had to ask Brett off air what the tune to that bit was, because I didn't clock the significance of this email. So Brett had to sing it for me. But what a mega tune. Go steady, boys.
But don't worry, Andy, because it's really all right.
You got it. Right, the next one is from Richard Erdley, and he says, "Hi chaps, it's been a while since I've been in touch and I've been delaying it. Each week's content keeps getting better and better. I'll say it again, the best pod around, which made the short break you took over Christmas very challenging. Brief update from me. I think the last time that I emailed in, I was preparing for Brighton 10k. That went well, PB of 37.50. Chichester 10k is coming this weekend, 1st of Feb, which was last week. And although I'm probably not in top shape, I'm going to push it and see what happens. Big race is Berlin half at the end of March. So the short 10k block that I've done will lead into a training block for that. I was fortunate enough to get into the ballot for Valencia. Being an 80s child, hence my pleasure at your recent 90s singing efforts, it's my 40th in October. So the target will very much to be a GFA, good for age for London. Not sure on the exact target yet, but low 250s would be nice. You might recall that I've always been a Nike guy, but I did get a pair of Pro 4s as they look great and I wanted to compare. They're good and I might run Berlin in them, but like Andy, the Alpha 3s just feel so much better in my opinion. Interestingly, I've heard that the rod snapping is quite a common thing with Adidas in reference to your Pro 2s, Brett. Unsure about how factual this is. Final note regarding an email that you got last week. I think his name was James, RE the Brighton Marathon. Not a tip as such, but this was also my first and it was an amazing experience, so he will have a blast. However, for the first time this year, there is also a trail marathon on the same day, which merges with the road one with 6k left. Unsure how this will impact the road marathon, but for your awareness. Andy, good luck at Seville. Brett, I hope the X-ray comes back with no concerns and London goes well. I look forward to following you both. I look forward to following both of your races. Cheers, Rich.
Nice.
Well, a lot there. Thanks for the update and the 10k as well. By the way, the 37.50 at Brighton, and hopefully you did well at Chichester. Just gone Sunday. Just gone.
That's a bit mad about a marathon joining a trail marathon joining the end of the marathon.
That's bonkers. Neither would welcome that. Neither races would want.
No, definitely not.
That is crazy. Why is a trail race finishing Brighton city centre as well? It was all. That's not very traily. It's the complete opposite of a trail. It's urban.
Yeah.
But the rod thing. Do you remember the Woo having some broken rods?
Yes.
With his Pro 4s when he sent them back.
Yeah.
I think they were his Barcelona shoes, maybe, or they could have been his Valencias. I don't know, but they were the white ones, I think. And he. But they said that's it. He tried to send them back to sports shoes, but they said it comes under wear and tear, doesn't it? Didn't they?
Yeah, yeah.
So if your rods do snap, then it's just, yeah, tough luck, unfortunately. But cheers, Rich. Nice one, mate. This one is from Ian Stenson. Says, it's a short and sweet one. Says, hi guys, Spice Girls, and you both sing better than Posh. Cheers, Ian. Brilliant.
Brilliant. Love it.
Next up this is from Richard Taylor, and he says, hi guys. You were asking what marathons we're training for. Well, mine is Milan on the 12th of April. Unfortunately, I've picked up a glute medius tendinopathy, so my plan for a PB has gone out the window. And now it's going to be make sure that I'm healthy for the start line. Hopefully, no Portaloo dramas this time. Loving watching Andy's training series, really inspiring, and I'm in awe of how much you've improved. Cheers, mate. I think there's a massive PB incoming in Seville. I ran Seville a few years ago, and it's a good course. Enjoy, Rick. Nice one, Rick. Cheers, mate. This one is from Robbie Adams, and this is an interesting one. He says, hi, Brett and Andy. Just want to share my running journey over the last few months. Last year, I ran Manchester in 4:06, and it was my first marathon I'd ever done. As soon as I could, I signed up to Brighton, determined to go sub 4. Brighton 2026. Everything was going great and training wise until I ran Preston to Lytham St Anne's half in October. Brackets, well worth you two racing this one day, as it's flat with a seaside finish line and PBs are achievable. Anyway, with 1k to go, I felt a pop in my calf, and after going to a physio, I was sidelined 14 weeks. I've just started back up in Jan and I'm enjoying running again. I've got Brighton coming up and I'm still going to do it, but at more of a manageable pace for me. Mm-hmm. My fitness is slowly improving, but the mental side of re-injuring my calf is what's my problem. Brett, I know that you sat out for longer than me. Did you have to get over the mental side of things, and if so, how? Keep up the good work with the podcast and the running videos. I really do enjoy them. And me stumbling across Andy's Stafford half years ago, blimey, that was 2022, is what got me into running. Good luck with both your marathons coming up. Cheers, Robbie. Nice one, mate.
Yeah, awesome. Cheers, Rob. Yes. The mental side of being out of running was super, super hard. I don't think anyone can actually envisage it without actually going through it. I don't think people realise, especially when running is such a massive part of your life. I don't think anyone can actually understand how difficult it is until it happens. And because of that, I hope it doesn't happen to anyone. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy because it is horrible. And it's difficult to really get through. I had a load of wobbles whilst I wasn't running. But to try and get over it, I did distance myself a little bit. I didn't follow. So I basically didn't go on Strava at all whilst I was injured. Didn't want to know really. I still kept up a little bit with some of the races that were going on and stuff, like some of the things that were in the headlines, but that's because it's on Instagram and you can't really, my algorithm just throws it at me constantly, so you can't really miss it. And I threw myself into work and other stuff to try and distract myself from the fact that I couldn't run. But as soon as that light at the end of the tunnel started to appear and I could possibly start running again and start getting back into it, your mood instantly changes. And as soon as after I went out for that first run, after I come back, mate, my just whole everything changed, and it was just such a massive buzz. It was amazing. So look forward. Yeah, if you are ever injured, just look forward for the feeling that you're going to have on that first run back.
Yeah. Awesome. It will come. There is light at the end of the tunnel. And I think you're doing the right thing as well by doing this marathon at maybe more of a slightly steadier, with steadier targets. I think that's very sensible, because it's also really important to remember there's always one more. There's always another one. You will feel better at another time.
Yeah. And you saying that makes me I'm just not very sensible, and the fact that you're doing that is very sensible and admirable, but I'm not very sensible at all. So obviously I've been training like I'm gonna go and hit London and try to get a PB, and I possibly am training a bit hard. I don't know. I don't think I am, but then my legs flared up again. So my leg kind of flared up for no reason. But then at the same time, as I was saying at the start of the pod, things can happen because of so many different elements. And I think one of my main issues is my sleep is crap and I never get enough sleep. I go to bed stupidly late and then have to get up early to go to work and stuff. And I don't sleep enough. And
do you not nap?
No, I can't nap. I've tried in the past to nap in the day and I just physically can't do it. And I can't, and I go to bed late because I'm still wired and I can't. I have to knacker myself out before I go to bed. Otherwise, I'll just lie in bed and not be able to go to sleep. So, and I think that's one of my big downfalls is the fact that I don't have enough sleep to recover fully.
Yeah.
So I need to give myself a kick up the arse, sort myself out, and actually start taking sleep a bit more serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
sleep is a big one, isn't it? For recovery.
It's
massive.
And it massively increases your injury risk if you're not sleeping enough. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's my issue.
Right. Well, all the best, and thanks for everyone that has written in.
Yes, thank
you
very much.
We are up to date. We are officially up to date, which I can't believe.
Amazing.
As we move on to 1998, what you've all been waiting for, 1 hour 40 in, be honest, all the rest of it, you were like, I can take or leave that. I'm here for the 90s quiz.
How many people are going to fast forward 1 hour 40 of this pod?
Yeah, if we could listen, you just see that spike of listeners, if you scrubbed fast forward.
Yeah.
Can you just give a intro to what you were up to in 1998? I've just got to go. I'm going to do a David Brent because for one of your songs, I'm going to go and get the guitar.
What? Oh, yes. This is going to be good. So, 1998, how old would I have been in 1998? Hang on, let me do the maths. I would have been 17 because my birthday's in February. So, quite close to the start of the year of 1997. 1998, I would have been 17. 17 years old. So, I would have been in sixth form. Man, school was rubbish, weren't it? I don't know why.
You were a right heartbreaker at 17, were you?
No. I was the loser at school.
You a teenage dirtbag?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was the loser. Yeah, but I school was so crap, but I've had a good bunch of mates that I used to go skateboarding with all the time and spent so many amazing evenings listening to music in Car Park 7, skating around. Yeah.
What, in the Kingfisher Centre?
Yeah. Car Park 7 was our skateboard hangout.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Because it had the ramps up and down from the levels, so you could do tricks on there. It had the curbs down those, so you could do things. It had the curbs on the entrance, so you could do stuff on the curbs or do manuals across the curbed sections and things. We used to go to the market and nick some bread crates and some planks of wood and go make ramps in the middle of the car park. Yeah, it's ace.
Right. I bet many a collarbone was shattered on those curves.
Yeah. That's where my glass ankles began, from nearly breaking my ankle several times trying to do tricks into the banks.
Well, what was this might be worth looking at as well. What were the big computer games that year? Because I bet was Tony Hawk's...
yes. Yeah, that was
540, 1080. What was the...
No, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
There was a number like 540 or something.
That was 1080 snowboarding.
That's it. Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that was snowboarding. Yeah, no, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. And then you also, around that time, had MTV skateboarding game, Thrasher Skate and Destroy. What other games was there? But Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, man, we used to spend hours on that. Incredible. What a game.
Good times. Well, the reason I've got the guitar in my hand is because in this year, was one of the first songs that I ever learnt to play on the guitar.
It's got to be Wonderwall.
No, I mean that was... No, it wasn't that, but that's the first song that most people... This is one of the first songs I learnt to play.
Was it...
I'm sorry in advance for the delay.
I'm trying to think of all the beginner songs that you play on guitar.
It's got 4 chords the whole way through
era. Is it Come As You Are?
No. Well, it'd be the other one that I could do.
Oh, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Yeah. Was it Basket Case?
I can't remember it now, but I could used to play that. That's an E, isn't it? Yeah.
I know it wasn't the 90s, but Smoke on the Water.
That is probably the easiest to play. Yeah. Or Under Pressure.
Yes, yeah.
No, I can't even do it now.
You can't sing it, you got to play it.
What would it be?
But go on.
Okay, so this song I was mad about, and if you know the words, sing along after about 2 seconds delay. Okay, see if you know it. Sing along if you know the words.
Save Tonight.
Yes.
What a tune.
That was my favourite song of this year.
Eagle Eye Cherry.
Yes.
Save Tonight.
Brother of Nina Cherry.
Yes. They all stand in the buffalo stands.
That
was
Nina
Cherry, weren't it?
Yeah. That song was mega. I don't think anyone liked it as much as I did, but I actually loved it.
Mate, I played my CD single of that song to death.
Yeah, I never bought that. I don't know why I didn't buy it, but I used to have it. I probably had it on a Now album. I used to listen to it on repeat. But that was my. I used to love that track.
Absolutely loved that song. Yeah.
What's the first words? Darling, close the curtain, cause all
Go
we
on
need...
and close the curtain, cause all we need is candlelight, you and me, and a bottle of wine, gonna hold you tonight. Yeah, amazing.
Song. So believe it, that again off the questionable list that I use from that's coming at number 39. At 40, I don't know this one so well, shamefully, as a Boy's Own fan. I Love the Way That You Love Me. I can't remember that. I Love the Way That You Love Me. Now, this one was mega. At 38, their one and only song, I presume, Tea-Spoon, Name something you can be arrested for on holiday.
What?
I want to have sex on the beach. Come on, move
And
your
everybody
body.
is sex on the beach.
That's Gary
Come
Mander's
on, there's
favourite.
the party tonight.
That's one of Gary Mander's faves. Now, this one should be way higher up the list because I think this is a cracking song. The Beautiful South, in my opinion, an underrated band. I like The Beautiful South.
Yeah.
Perfect 10.
Ah, but she wears a 12.
Oh, baby, keep a little 2 for me.
Oh,
do you remember
mate, what a
Do you
tune.
remember a band called the Honeys? This might have been a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, Honeys. Yeah. They were a girl band, 3 of them.
2 words beginning with F, and that was the subtitle of this song.
Ah,
Da-da-da-da, what I've been looking for. Now
finally found what I've been looking for. Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing.
Now, this is Dave's favourite band from the royal family. I've mentioned them before. It's the Lighthouse family.
Yeah.
But which one?
Is it? It's either got to be Lifted or Ocean Drive.
No, because that's what I would say. They're the 2 greatest Lighthouse. This one is the one that starts with, I can't sing as low as him, so I have to sing about 14 octaves higher. Though it's darker than December, one day it'll all be over. One day we're gonna get so
high.
Yes, the song is High.
Yeah.
Which I can't believe that is the Lighthouse. Okay, now we're talking. Now we've got the band of 5. If I told you to jump up to the ceiling and ask you, are we getting down tonight? What would you say the song was called?
One if you wanted, 2 if you're gonna free, 'cause everything's alright. If you got the feeling.
That's it. If you got the feeling.
Tonight. Yeah.
Here we go again with the beats. That's all I remember. Na 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 na.
Whoa!
Okay. Yeah. Now the next one again. Maybe we've missed some songs here. Oh no, there's 2 by this band. If you can get this one, I'd be very impressed. This is Bewitched. No, they've had 3 in this year.
Yeah.
Can you name one of them?
Well, one of them is you fight like me dad as well. C'est la vie.
Why don't people make videos like that anymore? They fight like me dad as well.
Dancing in the daisy fields, doing like river dance, Irish dancing.
But what's that called?
That's called C'est la vie.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what the other songs they did were.
These 2. Well, one of them is quite a slow one.
Yes.
Shall I give you this one? Because this one's obscure. It's called To You I Belong.
Yeah. To you I belong.
It's a little bit...
Yeah. It was a slow ballad, that was. Yeah. Slow ballad.
And their other one, can you get that?
Give me a clue.
You find these at Alton Towers.
Oh, Roller Coaster.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Now, this one is a Heart FM favourite. I say that every time we do this thing. All that really proves is that I listen to Heart FM a lot. Janet Jackson. Everywhere
I go, every smile I see, I know you are there, staring back at me in this moonlight. You are free, 'cause I can see your smile shining down on me. Yeah, what was that called?
Annoyingly, the song is in the verse or in the bridge.
Everywhere I go.
No, it's called Together Again.
Oh, yeah, yes, we are, yeah.
Everyone is together again, baby. Pre-chorus,
I know we'll be together again, 'cause
Right.
Everywhere I go.
Now we're talking. We're in Gary Mander's territory now. We've got a step. We've got the first one from Steps here.
And is it
This one is
5,
a
6,
mega.
7, 8?
No, My Boot Scooting Baby. It's not that one. This is.
Wasn't that their first single that they released?
Yeah, 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8. Yeah. What is the number that comes before number 2?
1.
What is the number that comes after number 3?
1, 4.
Yes. Ain't it too bad?
What? Oh, One for Sorrow. One for Sorrow.
Oh no, this is a massive song. Okay. Okay, let me just remember the she's packed stuff in a season to justify all the hurt inside all her friends. She's
what a tune. I absolutely played this CD single to absolute death as
Mama
well.
never loved that much, and
Mate,
Daddy never
Savage
keeps
Garden
in touch.
and To the Moon and Back.
She's
a
waiting
tune.
for the right kind of pilot to come. And she says to me, she's saying, I'll fly you to the moon and back. What a band! Unbelievable band.
If you be my baby. Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, mate, what a tune. I
my God.
absolutely. That and Eagle Eye Cherry, those CD singles were
You-
in
mate,
and out of
just-
my player constantly.
Just wait. We're at number 30. We need to hurry. I'm not even going to hurry up. This is ridiculous. We've just done 40 to 31 here. Okay, So now we can get through this quite quickly. Robbie Williams, Millennium.
Yeah.
That was off his I've Been Expecting You album, I think. That was
Yeah.
when his arrogance level went from really
Yeah.
arrogant to just so arrogant.
Yeah.
Now this song I think is right up Gary Mander's street. Do you remember Another Level?
Yes. And tonight, baby, I want to get freaky with you.
That's it.
I love the taste of whipped cream. That's the weirdest lyric ever. I love the taste of whipped cream, but whispered. That's on a par with E17 and Stay Now, their Christmas song, where
What, for inappropriateness, you mean?
which has got one of the weirdest lyrics ever, and I'd say this is like the creepiest song lyric ever. And
Stay Another Day?
Yes.
Hang on, let me just try and get it. It's probably something about watching you while you sleep or something, or...
Yeah. Brian Harvey's lyric is, I touch your face while you are sleeping.
and hold your hand and understand what's going on. Yeah, probably because you've drugged her, Brian.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Freak Me by Another Level.
I saw something on social media a while back, and it was Dane Bowers talking about Another Level, and he said he wrote all of the songs from Another Level. He was the songwriter. So when it came to publishing rights, he gave himself 80% as the songwriter, and then gave 5% to each of the band members. So he got another 5%. So he got 85%, and the rest of the band got 5% each. And the person who was interviewing him said, do you think that's fair? And he went, they didn't do anything. They only sang the song.
All they did was wear Parkers. Oh, brilliant. Right, the next one. Can you name the cover that All Saints did this year that was pretty massive?
Cover?
That most fans of a certain band would probably want to, I don't know, cry about because they couldn't believe the song had been covered in such a way.
I don't know. Oh yes, they did Under the Bridge, didn't they?
Yeah, that's it.
Wow, they did Under the Bridge. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah. And also, this is a cracker. This is E7 into A7, I think. I can't remember it. If I asked you if you knew any senoritas that can sway,
Yeah.
would you know?
When Moringa Rhythm starts to sway and dance with me. No.
No.
Dunno. Senoritas.
With senoritas who can sway.
Oh, just wanna dance the night away.
Can you name the band?
It was. They were basically a one-hit wonder, weren't they? They were big in the country scene, but then like pop, like top 40 sort of thing. Oh no, name's gone.
The Mavericks.
Oh yes, it was the Mavericks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were a country band, weren't they? And then they did that, which was a bit poppy, and it broke into like mainstream. Yeah.
Right, now, arguably Robbie Williams' biggest song that I ironically didn't make number one.
Angels.
Yeah, moving swiftly on. Now, what about this? Me and me mum and me dad and me gran were off to Waterloo. Me and me dad and me mum we having a fucking up in
Da na 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 na. Book it. Da na na.
What a start! What an intro to a song. Me and me mum and me dad and me gran were off to Waterloo.
Yeah.
Can you name the band?
Fat Les.
Fat Les, yes. Now again, this is a. Go on.
I'm trying to remember. Was that? Am I right in thinking that was Lily Allen's dad, who was the main guy who sang that?
Oh, I think it might have been. Yeah, because he's done all sorts of different bits, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And I think that might have been. Yeah. Is it Martin? No. Oh, I don't know his name. But yeah, I think you're right. I know he has done some funny things. But yeah. Oh, they've made some royalties every 4 years out of that song, haven't they?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. Another one that was ridiculously a little bit cringeworthy now to think we lived in the same time as this song. Do you recognise the artists of Moose Tea versus Hot and Juicy?
I'm honey.
You got me honey in the morning and whoa. Oh, God. Now moving on, we're going towards the top 20 now. I think this is a cracking song by Madonna. One of her new era songs.
Yeah.
This was a sort of a low and slow, bit of an eerie sounding song.
Frozen.
Yes. I think that's a cracking song.
Yes,
when your heart's not open.
It is, yeah.
Now, hang on. I've got another one for you. No, it's not.
Oh, yes. It is. Corner Shop. It's Corner Shop, and there's a brim full of Asher on the 45. Well, it's a brim full of Asher on the 45.
Yes! There's dancing behind movie scenes, behind those movie screens.
Yeah.
Oh, what a song.
What a song that was. One hit wonders again. Corner Shop.
Did you... Corner Shop, yeah. Now, this one was a big one as well. Do you remember the artists of The Tamperer featuring Maya?
Oh yes. Is that what she gonna look like with a chimney on her? What she gonna look like with a
Yes.
chimney on her? What she gonna look like with a chimney on her?
Ba,
Do,
ba,
do,
ba.
do.
Ba, 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 da. Yeah. So, do you know the name of the song? I actually think it might have been the Jackson 5 or the Jacksons.
I can't remember the name, but it is a Jackson 5 song, yeah.
Think it's called. Well, I know what it's called because I've got the answer in front of me. Do you want to try and guess it, or do you?
Boom, 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 boom.
They might not have actually even said these words, but Michael Jackson definitely says it in the Jacksons.
Yeah, I can't remember.
It's called "Feel It."
Ah, yes, yes, it is. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Yeah, yeah, it was. Yeah.
At number 18, we've got Brandy and Monica with
Yes.
"The Boy Is Mine."
Yeah.
The boy is mine.
I'm
Right now,
sorry that you seem to
seem
be
to be.
confused. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
brilliant. Love
yeah.
it.
We've got now theme tune to Armageddon.
Oh, don't want to miss a thing. What a great song that
Yeah,
is.
absolute banger.
That spent ages in the charts as well. That did, didn't it?
Well, Never Ever must have as well because that's here as well.
Yeah.
But what was my school disco jam?
I can't remember what.
What's French for water?
um, Aqua.
Yes.
Yes, and it was Barbie Girl.
No.
Yeah, no, it was the other one they did, which was Dr. Jones.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolute brilliant song. Right now, do you remember the follow-up to Three Lions with Baddiel and Skinner? They did it again
They did.
in 1998.
They
Well,
did.
that's also in here.
They did Three Lions 98, which was the same
Yeah.
song but with different sound clips when it went to talking about people who were scoring and stuff. And
Yeah, instead of talk about football coming home in like Baddiel's kind of sounds like he's
yeah,
a drunk leaving the pub, it's tears for heroes dressed in grey. Something on final day. Da-da-da. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that was Three Lions had a revamp in 98. Now, one of the greatest songs to have ever been written. If I said to you, Hasta mañana, always be mine. But if I said it like this, Hasta mañana, always be mine.
isn't that the Spice Girls again?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Is oh man, I'm trying to remember what song that is.
I think if you can cast your mind back to 98, I think the videos had like fairies or little pixies in this.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got the tune of that little bit in my head, but I can't get past it. That's just going round in repeat. No, can't get it.
Begins with a V.
No.
Viva.
Oh, Viva Forever.
Yes.
Like a sunset, always something like the sun. Yeah.
Yeah. Great song. Brilliant song. Right, we're into, where are we now? 208. God. Okay, right. Just you wait till 1999. This is can you name the B-side? Everyone knows Tragedy by Steps. But
Yeah.
what I want to know from you is, can you name the B-side? This would be very, very, very good answer to a quiz question. The answer is Heartbeat.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We're only a heartbeat away.
Yeah. I would never have bought a Steps single, so I wouldn't have known that. I know the song, but I wouldn't know that.
Yeah. In the same way you don't have a runner plan. We know the truth. We know you're a secret Steps fan. The music sounds better with you. Do you remember that song?
Oh, ooh, baby.
Can you name the
Feel
band?
like Armin van Helden.
No.
No, was that not him? No. Who was it then? Ooh,
That's a
that was it.
great answer.
Was that Star something?
Yes. It's also the name of a song, a film starring Claire Danes and Robert De Niro and Ricky Gervais. There's a few other famous people in it as well. Michelle Pfeiffer. Star.
No. Starlight?
Close. Stardust.
That's it. That was it.
Now, what was the biggest song of Savage Garden's discography?
In my eyes, To the Moon and Back.
Yeah, I suppose. But their big one, their big slow ballad.
Yes, it was for the film Sliding Doors.
Is it? I thought that was Sixpence None the Richer. Kiss Me.
Was that Sliding Doors? What?
This one of the greatest chord progressions. Andy Goldfield will back me up on this.
What an amazing song that is, Sixpence None the Richer. Yeah.
C7. Oh yeah, baby. C major 7. Yes, please.
Yeah. What a great tune that is. Kiss Me.
Yeah. No, thank you. But carry on with the podcast.
Oh.
I'll be your dream, I'll be your wish, I'll be your fantasy.
Yeah. So what film was that for then? Was it something like...
Maybe it was, I don't know.
No, maybe it wasn't Sliding Doors. Maybe it was something like... It was like some romantic comedy like Notting Hill or something like that, weren't it?
Let's have a look.
I want to stand with you on a mountain. I want to rain with you in the sea.
It was the theme for 1998 romantic comedy drama film Music from Another Room, starring Jude Law and Gretchen Mol.
Was it really? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Right. Now, if I said to you, Pras featuring ODB and
Maya.
MYA. Maya.
Yeah, Maya. Yeah. Ghetto superstar, that is what you are. Coming from afar, reaching for the stars. Yeah, amazing tune.
Yeah. Now, the final song written by the Spice Girls before they split up.
You know what ODB stands for, don't you?
Old Dirty Bar Steward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Final song written by the Spice Girls before they split up. Their last number one.
Mama?
No. My friends.
Oh, Goodbye, My Friends. Yeah.
Now, you'll know this one. If I said the name of this artist is Chef.
Suck on my chocolate salty balls. Just stick them in your mouth and suck them.
Yes. Now, this is a cracker because I love the film so much. can you name the soundtrack or the end song to the Nicolas Cage film that we mentioned last week that is not that one?
So it is.
Why couldn't you put the bunny back in the box?
Yeah, Con Air.
Yep.
I can't think what the end song was. Who was it by? Will that give it away?
It will give it away because I think she hasn't had too many singles.
Oh, was it? No, it wasn't that.
It's a slow ballad.
Yeah.
Do you want the first two lines? First line?
Go on then.
How do I get through one night without you?
Yeah. So that was How Do I Live?
Yes.
By. And is it the same girl who did the song for? Was it Coyote Ugly?
Yes.
Did the song for.
She Can't Fight the Moonlight, correct?
Yes. Which has got a great start. The intro to that song, Can't Fight the Moonlight, is a great intro.
Yeah. And then there's a key change for no reason.
Yeah, incredible.
Under a lover's sky.
Yeah.
Wanna be with you.
What's her name?
And no one's gonna be around. You think that you
I can't remember her name.
Well, just wait till the sun goes down. Leanne?
Rhymes. Yes.
Yes. Now, we know number 5 because that's Bewitched. Number 4, Boyzone, had a song to, I think it was a West End musical. The first word is the opposite to yes.
No matter what?
Yes, correct. I'm sure that was in a West End musical. Was it called something like Whistle Down the Wind?
Nah. Was it?
I might have to Google that. I'm sure there was some significance with No Matter What musical. I'm sure I read that. No Matter What is a hit from the 1996 musical Whistle Down the Wind.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Written by Lloyd Webber and Gene Steinman. So that's that.
Yeah.
Right, your top three. Your top three.
Yeah.
Okay. Run DMC versus Jason Nevins.
Yes, it's tricky.
No?
No, is it not? It's tricky. No.
No. Don't ask me, because I don't know what.
It's like that, and that's the way it is.
Because that was a big breakdancing music video, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yes.
Now, there was some confusion about this one because of last week, but I think the UK release came out in 1998, which backs up the story of me getting a stiffy in the cinema in 1998. So, the stiffy, I haven't said that word since I was in year 7. I got a stiffy. Oh God, I haven't said that word since I was a teenager. These music.
Yeah. Kate
See,
Winslet.
you obviously know the song to that.
Yeah.
Now, what was? Go on, we need it just for evidence.
Oh, but Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On from Titanic.
That's correct. Did you hear? Did I tell you this, by the way? Celine Dion, in solidarity with farmers all over the world, she has changed her name by deed poll, and she's I can't do this without laughing. She's decided to take all the consonants out of her name.
It's now E-I-E-I-O.
Oh, we must have read the same Instagram post recently. Okay, now this song was massive this year. This was a massive comeback for this artist who I don't think had a single for ages. And this song kind of... You know how you said there was a song, an artist that reshaped what music did in the noughties or the 90s or something like that? This song used a new pioneering bit of technology in the vocal that no one had ever really heard before.
This has got to be then. This has got to be. Do you believe in life after love?
Yes.
Or do you believe in life after love?
That was brilliant. No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me aside. But I can't break through.
Amazing.
Oh God. So yes,
Wow.
Share, Believe. I'm so sorry that took so long, but I think that was worth it. That was our best one yet. That was a really good list.
Yeah, that
Great
was
music. Some really
Love
good
it.
music.
Love it.
220. Crikey.
Yeah, we should probably leave the films. I did pull up the UK box office number ones throughout 1998.
Yeah.
But there was one film that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 weeks at number one.
Go on.
Well, we've already talked about it.
Titanic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came out on January the 25th, 1998. And it was number one at the UK box office for 13 weeks.
Yeah.
But there we go. So 1998 is done. We should probably now, though, just finish off with the Strava. Hang on. I'm gonna change it for this week. Right.
You share voice box.
Start again. It's now time for the Strava segment.
It's like shares on the podcast.
Right, so Strava for last week. Our top three for distance. In first place is... Do you remember the 21st night of Matt Hember? Is Matt Hember again? I think that's 2 weeks in a row, isn't it?
He's cleaning up.
With 95.3 miles. Second is Jonathan Hutchison, who I think is second for the second time in a second week in a row, with 92.6 miles. And third is Craig Knowles with 81 miles on the nose. So
Nice.
Well done to all three of you. For our climbing top three, first place is back up top is Mark with a C.
Oh, he's done it.
With 8,081 foot. Second place is Roberto Mendez with 5,676 foot. And third is Richard Kane with 5,075 foot. Then our top three ladies for distance. First place is Rachel Watson with 60 miles on the nose. Second is Victoria Lee with 51.6 miles. And third is a name we've not had on our top three leaderboard before, but is well known to pretty much everyone who listens to this probably. And it is Dawn Broom with 51.2 miles. So awesome work, Dawn. Awesome work to all three of you. And then for our climbing, first place is Jackie Wilson with 2,782 foot. Second is Charlotte Taylor with 2,375 foot. And third is Evelyn Lutterod with 2,238 foot. So amazing work from everybody.
Love it. Out of the music that we've heard today, what song do you remember the most out of the ones I listed? And we'll choose that number for the person to write in.
Oh, it's got to be Save Tonight. What a tune.
Save Tonight was 39. So 30. Who's in 39th?
39th. is Rachel Watson.
Rachel.
So, Rachel topped our leaderboard for the ladies this week with 60 miles over 9 runs. Her longest run was 13.3 miles. She averaged 9 minutes 21 a mile for all 60 miles, and she climbed 2,077 foot.
Well, I'll tell you why. It's because she's from New Zealand.
Oh,
She's basically scaling mountains by the sounds of things.
yeah.
I've just clicked on her profile, so yeah. Let us know.
So, Rachel, get in touch. Let us know
a bit about you.
Yeah, definitely.
Great.
Amazing.
Are we sub 230? Yes.
We are. Yes,
we
are indeed. Yeah. Right. Oh, is that pretty much where we are?
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else to add, fortunately, for everybody else.
Yeah, very much so. So to finish off, what do you think was number one at the box office in the UK at the end of 1998?
Well, it's pre-Matrix, wasn't it? It wouldn't be the Matrix. Notting Hill, potentially. Was it an action film?
Sorry, hang on. You've gone mental in my ears. I'm
Brilliant.
getting like weird phasing between my earpods and everything. Hang on. I'm going to turn it on too.
Always a good sign.
Right, try again.
I've gone mental in your ears, have I?
Yeah, basically, yeah. My earpods were going mad. So I'll give you a clue. It was a Will Smith song. Will Smith film.
Got to be Independence Day.
Nope.
Men in Black.
No.
Men in Black.
Nope.
Will Smith. It wouldn't be Ali, would it? No, it's too early for that. Will Smith film. I Am Legend. No. A comedy film.
I think the other main role was Gene Hackman.
Ah, yes. The Wild Wild West.
No, that's not Gene Hackman.
Oh, that's Kevin Kline.
It is. Not Calvin Klein, Kevin Kline.
Yeah. I don't know the answer to this one.
If you're not a friend or an ally, you are a
enemy of the state.
Yes. So that was the film that finished 1998 at number one.
Right. Okay. Maybe that was Will's first foray into straight acting.
Yeah.
With no aliens in it.
Yeah. Right. So, on that, we shall say thank you so much for listening or watching, and we shall be back next week, but a little bit earlier. That you won't hear this earlier, but we'll be back earlier next week on Wednesday to record and find out all about 1999.
And I think this will be the last music quiz that we will do, because beyond 2000, music just wasn't as good. So we'll end on a high note.
Yeah, the high that was 1999. Before the millennium bug took over and wiped everybody's computers.
Yeah. So it's
right. So
2K.
Yeah. Thank you very much, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, all.